Good afternoon, Seattle, and welcome to the Jopra Show. I'm Joe Janot, live in studio. It's Thursday, it's 2 o'clock, and it's a beautiful cloudy day here in Seattle. 84 degrees, the beaches are rolling, Green Lake is playing hoops, and everybody's eating chicken. Welcome to the Jopra Show today, folks, and it's a great day. It's a favorite week of the year for me, my man Lisa Wisa. It's a favorite day, favorite week, and favorite part of the year. And I'm going to tell you why. It's March Madness week. It's opening day for the Mariners. And my main man, Ethan Stowell, is in the building.
Did he bring fried chicken?
No. Once again. We're going to have a cook-off. We'll talk about that later. But it's my week, folks. You know, I love it. You know, Syracuse is in the Final Four. I told you what Louisville, Indiana was going to do. I told you about Indiana last week, did I not, Lisa?
You jinxed my team.
I did not jinx your team.
I'm kind of upset about this.
They are on the Gonzaga soft program.
Oh,
they
boy.
are soft like butter.
They have some boys from the hood.
Yes. No, they don't. Negative. You cannot call Wisconsin Avenue the hood. All right? So today, folks, on the Jopra Show, we got lots of good things. We're going to have the whole Seattle Mariner posse in town today. We're going to talk about what's new at Safeco Field. We're talking about maybe some big screen moves, new food, new drink, new cocktails. I just called the Mariners, and I got the coup d'etat of people.
You got the guy?
I got the guy.
Nice.
I brought in the VP of marketing, my homeboy. Kevin Martinez is with us today. I got not just any PR person, but the director of PR, Rebecca Hale's in the house. And then I had to get some food guy. My man, my chicken frying buddy, Ethan Stowell's with me. So we're going to have a big show. But I first got to rant a little bit, Lisa.
Oh.
I'm fired up today.
Yeah?
Because I opened the newspaper 2 days ago. I shouldn't say open the newspaper. I turned on my website, go to the Seattle Times, and boom, in big letters, Seattle fireworks canceled.
Oh, this is good.
Canceled. Now, people, y'all know, 46 years I've been in the city.
Let me hear you say, that ain't right.
That ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 46 years I've been in this city. And I'm just telling you this. This is unacceptable.
It is.
It is. It's a $500,000. One real, folks. What you do for a living? Raise money. How can you not raise $500,000?
Especially in this city.
Easy.
Look at all the people that have the money.
That's why you think I brought Kevin today and Ethan. They going to write checks. They got money. Right? That is right. So, you know, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Because they did. They couldn't raise $500,000.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it. They said they pulled out their profits so they make the budget a little smaller. Couldn't do it. So maybe I should do it for them.
All right.
So here's the plan. Down in South Lake Union, you got two big dogs down there. One's called Vulcan, and the other one's called Amazon. They're not worth too much, just a couple billion. Between the two, 21.5. I looked it up.
$21.5
billion. Just a couple dollars.
They can write that off.
Well, they have this thing called a block party once a year, right? In August, they have a block party. They all get together and put up the stage and shut down South Lake Union Park, and they have this little get together. Well, which is great. It's fine. But guess who's the main sponsor of the South Lake Union block party?
One Real.
No, Amazon. Right?
Oh.
Who's in charge of the whole thing?
Amazon.
Vulcan. Who heads Vulcan, Lisa? Paul Allen. That rich guy.
He
Now,
knows a few things.
Let me ask a question to you. Why don't you take One Real, Vulcan, and Amazon and sit in a room and take the block party and make it on the 4th of July? And take the 200,000 people and have them descend right down into South Lake Union for the day. Think of all the exposure. You know what Rebecca and Ms. Graham could do with that PR move? Could you imagine that one? Hey, we got a story to tell.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of revenue.
Think about the businesses, all the restaurant people. I mean, Ethan's over here trying to think about how to sign a lease right now so he can get on that.
Could probably help Flying Fish out.
But I don't know why that can't be done. I mean, that seems like that's a no-brainer. You know when the block party is? It's in August.
So it's just 5 weeks.
I've been there. It's a nice event. It's good. But if you did it on the 4th of July, if you all said, hey, let's do this, all we got to do is put together $500,000.
It's not much for them.
No, this is change. It's change.
It's probably someone's secretary.
It's like you and I going down to Subway and getting ourselves 2 footlongs.
For $5.
It is change. All right? So that's my thing. I ask all the Amazon and Vulcan people who are listening to the Jopra Show, ask the question. When you're in the next meeting, when you're on the computer looking at each other through the small camera, ask the question. Why are we not just holding the 4th of July?
Yep.
Amazon is buying buildings left and right. They keep calling me to come down there and talk about it.
Look at the kid aspect of not having fireworks.
Let me break it down to you this 4th of July. Let me ask you simple questions. If you don't have 4th of July, what you going to do? What are all the boats going to do on 4th of July? Nothing. What are all the people that got porches and decks that look on South Lake and have big parties? What are they going to do? Nothing, because their party's going to be over at 6:30 because Seattle people don't stay once the food's gone, right? What's all the bars and restaurants, Daniels, all those places going to do on 4th of July? Be dead like all the rest of the city? Think about this. This is not a good move. Every time we have a problem, we seem to figure out how to screw it up, a.k.a. the Sonics. Now we got to pay more. So let's just stop, right? I mean, hey, McGinn, put your foot down. You did it once, you did it twice. Get on your bike, pull it out of your car, drive down Westlake, act like you're bike riding, and go to the boys and say, we got to get this fixed. All right? That's all I got to say. I'm going to put that out there. And if not, then maybe we just need to do a Kickstarter.
That's a good option.
Yes. I mean, just get everybody to put up $10. Do it like Obama did. Just give me $10. I'm going to be president.
It's not much.
Right?
I'll give 20.
Well, let's welcome into the studio my man, Eric Ryder. Eric, what's happening, my man?
Hey, I'm excited. You're so fired up.
I'm fired up today. We can't let it go.
We'll see you all in Tacoma on the 4th of July.
I'll be as
we got fireworks. Yeah. We got them.
Yes.
T-Town's where it's at.
T-Town is where it's at.
Everett.
Right? Everett's where it's at. Oh, by the way, see, people, you go to Bellevue, they got fireworks. Edmonds, they got fireworks. Kent has fireworks on a small little park. On a part of the park. Yes, the sub's got it. Spokane's got fireworks. Olympia has Bainbridge. A town like Bainbridge has fireworks.
But not the Big Mama.
Of course not. Makes too much sense. Why would we do that? Huh? Is there a baseball game on the 4th? We need to know this, because maybe we should have the fireworks show down at the stadium.
Put them on the big screen?
Just put them on the big screen. All right, well, let's move on. Today on the Jopra Show, we're going to talk big things about the Mariners today. We're going to get crazy. We're going to go to a quick break, Lisa. We're going to bring back Kevin Martinez from the Seattle Mariners, Rebecca Hale from the Seattle Mariners, and then finish up with my chicken fried truck master himself, Ethan Stowell, to finish up the show here on the Jopra Show. We'll be right back after these messages.
To sit with my dad in the garage, the sawdust, that pine sol in the moss. Around every spring, when the winter thaw, we'd huddle around the radio, twist the broken knob. 7:10 a.m., no KJR. Dave Niehouse's voice would echo throughout the yard.
Advertising on the Jopra Show is a great and affordable way to have people stand up and take notice of your business. When you advertise with Jopra, you reach an audience that's smart, savvy, and is receptive to your message. For more information, email Joe at joprashow@gmail.com. That's joprashow@gmail.com.
If you love dogs, tune in to The Dog Show with Julie Forbes, live every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. We'll talk about everything dog and interview authors, experts, and amazing organizations, both locally and nationally. And don't even get me started on the pet food industry. I'm Julie Forbes. Find us online at www.dogradioshow.com and also as a free podcast on iTunes. The Dog Show with Julie Forbes, an evolved perspective on life with dogs.
Want a faster metabolism? Desperate for more energy throughout the day? Food is our most powerful medicine, and on Passionate Nutrition Radio, I'll answer your burning nutrition questions and offer real solutions for your family. On Passionate Nutrition Radio, you'll learn how to transform how you look and feel with the foods that you eat. My name is Jennifer Adler, and I'm a nutritionist, chef, and founder of Passionate Nutrition, a nutrition practice with 6 locations throughout the greater Puget Sound area. Join me on Passionate Nutrition Radio for a weekly serving of nutrition wisdom. Learn more at PassionateNutrition.com.
That's Passionate Nutrition, every Friday at noon. 1150kknw.com, your connection to Alternative Talk, 1150 AM.
I'm Kamala Saxton from Marination on the Jopra Show, and you're listening to Alternative Talk Radio.
Gods, 1995, the division series. Edgar's at to bat, bottom of the 11th inning. Got the whole town listening. Swung on and belted. The words distorted. Joy Core round third. Here comes Griffey. The throw to the place, not in time. My oh my, the Mariners win it. Yes, fireworks, they lit up that ceiling in the King Dome. We had just made history.
Well,
here comes Joy. Here is Junior to third base. They're going to wave him in. The throw to the plate will be late. The Mariners are going to play for the American League Championship. I don't believe it. It just continues.
welcome back to the Jopra Show. And man, isn't that inspirational?
Yep.
That just makes you want to head down to the stadium right now in the rain and just start waiting for the hot dogs flying.
Start making some money for fireworks.
Right?
Yep.
I think this opening day, we're going to have a bucket. Saved our fireworks.
With a bell.
Just right outside with a bell.
Just a spring. What are those sparklers? Sit there with a couple of sparklers.
Yes.
Help.
Little kids, little 4-year-olds. I want to go to a picnic. Want to go to a picnic, right? Well, welcome back to the Jopra Show. If you just joined us, it's going to be Seattle Mariner Day. We're going to talk about what's new in Safeco Field. There's a lot of changes. We were very blessed to have them bring us down yesterday for Media Day. It was quite a good show.
It was beautiful.
It was
out.
a great day. I mean, it was sunny down there.
Mm-hmm.
Got to try lots of good drinks, lots of good food.
Yep.
But let's start with what's going on in the physical side of it. And so to do so, I had to bring my man, Kevin Martinez. Now, wait, folks, before we go to Kevin, got to understand some history. Him and I met way back when he came to Seattle to work for the Mariners. He's a Syracuse alum. All we do is talk sports and basketball. So, we got to have this moment. And so I begged him for like a month, please, Kevin. So finally, it just took a simple move. I had my daughter call him.
Little Savannah?
Kevin! Dada! So that's all it took. So let's welcome to the stage here today, Kevin Martinez. What's up, Kev?
Not too much. Thanks for having me in.
Welcome to the Jopra Show.
It's an honor.
It is an honor. I'm honored. I'm honored. Did Jimmy Boeheim call you today?
No, Jim did not call.
All right, just want to know that. For all those you don't know, that's the head coach of the Syracuse Orangemen. So, Kev, I've heard about it for a long time, but, man, there's some major moves happening down there.
Yeah.
And we got to see yesterday. I'm very impressed. So let's just start with the fences. It's been the talk for years. So they called you up, hey, we're going to move the fences. I mean, tell me how that all came about.
Yeah, well, Jack Zarinzik and his team of people that head up our baseball operations department have actually been studying it for the last 3 years. And Jack really had a sense that the fences, as they were a little too big, and he felt that the ballpark would play more fairly and it would be a competitive advantage if we moved them in a little bit. And the studies that they did over time were really quite intense. It was way over my head, but they.
Come on, Kev.
No, I'm telling you.
Come on, Kev.
But they did a great job, and it was down to how many feet are we going to move it and how much, and they studied and studied.
Wow.
And so once they decided to move the fences in because they really felt it's going to help the ball club win more games.
Right.
We then looked at it. Okay, with the fences coming in, there'll be some more space out in the outfield.
What can we do?
And what can we do to make the fan experience better than it already was?
Right. So then it goes to the next step. You come to it, you talk to your guys and go, hey, we got this space.
Right.
What do you want to do?
Well, what happened really when the ballpark opened out there, there was a group of fans that congregated out in that center field patio.
Sure.
And that was always really one of the best outdoor parties in Seattle.
We talked about that.
Yeah. And a few years ago, with Ethan Stowell's help, we rebranded this space. We dubbed it the Pen.
Mm-hmm.
We brought in Ethan, and he just upgraded the food experience, one of the best in baseball. And the energy in that environment, we brought down some music, we brought in some DJ. The whole environment really was elevated.
Yeah,
no, it was terrific. So we wanted to see now how we could expand that. And after some conversations, we looked at the space that we had right down the left field line, which was formerly the Bullpen Pub.
Right.
And we decided to eliminate some seats, take the roof off the pub, if you will, by eliminating those seats, and create an outdoor restaurant experience. And we talked to one of our favorite all-time Mariners, Edgar Martinez.
Your boy.
And we, no relation.
Come on.
And we dubbed it Edgar's Cantina and Home Run Porch. And, we had the open house last week. The fan response to that area was terrific. I
Good.
think it's going to be a real destination inside Safeco
Get me
Field.
there first.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to arrive early. In all seriousness,
No, you will.
It's such it's a first come first serve experience, and the food that Ethan has put in there, it's going to be the place to be. There's no question about it.
It's going to be. And when you called Edgar, what happened there? I mean, hey, Ed, Kevin. I mean, how'd that go down?
Yeah, well, first of all, it wasn't me who called him. But,
was it Rebecca?
Right. No, Edgar, since he's retired, has had a terrific relationship with the team and has, been open to these types of ideas. And it's something we've been kicking around for a little while. So once the space became available, we re-engaged with Edgar on the idea, and he was all for it.
Thanks. Nice. And so, while at Media Day, I was sitting back, enjoying a fine taco and just sort of relaxing. And I look up, and I didn't really grasp about the Videotron that you talked about last summer with me, but then I started to look at it. And, folks, listen, I mean, there's Videotrons, and then there's Safeco Field, okay? I mean, it is as big, and I say this, it is as long as center field is, that screen is that big.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, how big? Can you give me some square footage? Is it 3 stories, 2 stories?
56 feet high, 200 feet wide.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
And it took how long did it take to install and actually get it running? Because you guys were talking some crazy months.
Yeah, the demolition of the whole project started in October of last year.
Right.
It was installed. The installation went really well. It was completely installed early March. Then we also have to build a control room. You didn't even see that during the tour yesterday. Room. But that's like a mission control center in and of itself. That didn't come online until the middle of March. So we've been seriously living in that space the last few weeks, morning, noon, and night.
Right.
Because all the equipment is new. It's going to be a great fan experience, and we're trying to get up to speed as quick as we can. Because we got some really fun things planned, and not only just from more stats and more information, but some real cool stuff in integrating fan-generated content into the game experience, where fans are really shaping their ballpark experience.
Oh, they'll be shaped all right.
Oh, it'll be shaped.
56 feet tall headshots. I mean, if you say "kiss me now," they're going to definitely be seen.
Yeah, when you get on the screen, everybody's going to see you.
Can I play a video game on that?
Yeah.
I'd love to. Just bring down the Xbox and get serious.
Nintendo
bring some tacos and chicken.
Be a good Frogger screen.
Oh, Froggers. I can see it now. And so, can I ask how much it cost? Is that out there?
No, it's not. We
because
of our relationships with our
I got you
with our partners, we're not talking exactly what it
was all trade.
cost. It was all
trade.
I mean, what the organization did do included in this is $15 million worth of ballpark improvements.
Good number.
And look, Jack and his guys are working really hard to get our baseball team to be a championship caliber team, and they're doing a great job. We're off to a great spring in Arizona, and off to a great start this year. But then it's Rebecca, everybody else at the organization. We've got to make sure this ballpark stays the best ballpark in baseball.
I think so.
And that's our job,
right?
And that's what we're committed to doing, and making sure that the ballpark stays the best, the team stays the best. And I think we saw that when we opened Safeco Field in 1999, and then 2000 and 2001, we were blessed with playoff teams.
Right.
And Seattle, you were giving Seattle a bad knock about the fireworks show, but we led Major League Baseball in attendance. And for a market our size to lead Major League Baseball in attendance in 01 and 02, and that's because we had everything going correctly, and that's what we're working our tails off to make sure happens again here.
Are you guys having fireworks down there this year?
We are. We're having 2 post-game fireworks shows, one on June 28th and one on August 9th. And it's the first time we've ever done that at Safeco Field because there are some restrictions down there in terms of inner-city fireworks and making sure the fire department and everything is okay with it. But we've really worked hard this off season to get that done, and we'll see how it goes. We've never tried it. We're excited to do it, and
that's going to be good.
Yeah, write it down.
I'm writing it down.
28th.
June 28th.
Chicago Cubs are in town too.
The Cubs too. Is the Sonics coming back to see us?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, and you're working with that, and I love it that you guys. I mean, I was down. I was very impressed. I was. You know how I am. I was really impressed. I mean, I thought everything was on point. I mean, Rebecca Hale is the Director of Public Relations here. And, Rebecca, thank you for joining us on the Jopra Show. And, Rebecca, I mean, what's your feel from the PR side? I mean, how did the media respond yesterday?
Well, I think the fact that it was one of the most beautiful afternoons in Seattle in a long time, and that we were sitting outside and they were being served cocktails and wine and food. I think everyone was very happy.
Hey, you know how to keep Jopra happy. I mean,
you enjoyed that wine.
I did. Well, Rebecca came over and made sure I was all good. I love that. Because you got enough goods over here? I'm like, oh, yes. I go, yeah. So, and I thought it was really nice, Rebecca. I mean, I think that the thing I like about the cantina, and I'll be very honest with you guys, it's spacious. More than people think. It's roomy.
Yeah, it is.
And I go, man, this sun will be on me all day on these weekends. And I thought the cocktails were really good, and the food was very refreshing. You sort of, it was a good Northwest mix to it, for sure. And then, Rebecca, I mean, do you guys going forward, when you guys had open house a couple days ago, what was the crowd talking about in Cantina? Were they like in awe and shock? I mean, what was the response?
Well, first of all, it was another beautiful night, and that always makes everyone in a better mood. But, and Kevin, you can talk about this too. There was just this wonderful atmosphere there. People were so happy. It was like, this is awesome. Good. Everything is great. They loved the video screen, and it was so amazing to see them sitting in the stands watching the game on the big screen and cheering, and they were standing and they were holding the Felix K cards, and it was a game atmosphere.
Okay.
And they loved the cantina. They loved the home run porch up above. They were packed in there wall to wall, and
that place is going to be busy.
It's going to be busy.
That place is going to be busy. And I feel like, Seattle has a very loyal fan base for the Mariners. I mean, they support them day in, day out, and we've had a couple hard years, but they continue to keep coming. But the cantina talk about, and I know this, once it starts getting going and these people, that crowd starts talking about, hey, let's just meet there, man, you ain't going to be able to get a seat.
Yeah, it was all over Eater and Thirst and all the Seattle
definitely
food
a lot of people were
blogs
talking
last
about.
night.
So then let's talk between the two of you, Kevin and Rebecca. I mean, what's going to be the talk then opening day? Is it going to be the big? I mean, probably the Videotron right away, because it's just walk into it and think you're in outer space. But
you can't miss it.
Can't miss it. Can't miss it.
Opening day. We've always tried to make opening day just not a celebration, just a baseball, but just a party. And we've got a great Seattle band that you guys may know called Pickwick. They're really on the up and coming, and they're going to start the party off. We're going to unveil the video screen in a fun way. We've got one of the best Mariners of all time, the all-time winningest pitcher, Jamie Moyer.
Jamie Moyer's
coming back to throw out the ceremonial
Mr. Bordeaux
first
wine.
Yeah,
that's my man.
And so we encourage everybody to get there early.
Sure.
We open the gates at 4:40. The first pitch is 7:10, but really around 6:30 we start all of our pregame festivities, and there will be fireworks during the pregame show as well. By the way.
Oh my gosh! My gosh!
I mean, Ethan, are you hearing this? I'm just getting giddy thinking about it.
But yeah, I mean, there's so much new. The cantina's new. There's the new expanded pen, which is always a party every night. So get down there early and take it all in. It should be a holiday.
I don't know why it shouldn't be. And,
it should be a holiday. Everybody should have the day off.
And the one thing I loved about one of the little side packages that I loved is that they got this whole wine package going with Fetzer. And Rebecca, I want to know a little bit more. Crimson and Quartz, is that right? The red wine splash, red and white. Tell me a little bit about that with Fetzer Vineyards.
Well, we were working with our concessions partner, Center Plate, and they got in touch with the Fetzer people, and they found out about this new product. And it's basically a single-serve wine goblet. It's recyclable plastic. It comes sealed. It's got a little thing on the top, a lid that you can use to put it over the top of your cup when you're at your seat so you don't have to spill it. And then you can also put it on the bottom like a little coaster.
Nice.
So you can stay tidy. And it's really nice wine. It's a Fetzer product. And actually, our Center Plate folks worked with them on the blend that would go into it. And it's very drinkable, and it's just perfect for a setting like a ballpark. And Fetzer just introduced it. They're rolling it out in about a half a dozen ballparks. AT&T,
oh, wow.
I think the Braves have it. We've got it. And they'll probably spread to other venues, but they've also been contacted by a lot of major retailers that say, hey, this is cool. We want this.
Yeah.
So I imagine you'll be seeing, it's called a Zips cup.
A Zip cup.
And you'll be seeing it probably soon.
And it's durable. When we dropped one. So it was all good like that. No, and the wine was really nice. I like the packaging. I love the idea. There's a lot of promotions you could run off that, and that was good. That was a smart move.
Is that available in all the concessions throughout the thing, or just at the cantina?
No, actually, it's available wherever they sell wine in the ballpark.
Okay.
So,
That's good to know.
Widely available.
Because once in a while, I want a glass of white wine.
Mm-hmm.
You know me.
I do.
That's how I do. Well, I mean, I think I like where this is going. I mean, this is definitely a game changer for Safeco Field. I really do. I mean, outside of the water slides that we'll have in 2 more years, I think that this is going to be a game changer. I mean, but you know, that's how it's go. But we got to talk about the food. We got to talk about drink. But before we do that, and before we talk to the chicken master of the world, we're going to go do a quick break here on the Jopra Show, and we'll be right back in 2 and 2. I'm Joe Janot. Welcome to the Jopra Show.
If you like the Jopra Show and all its no excuses truth,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
you need to follow Jopra on Facebook. Just search for the Jopra Show, and on Twitter, it's @Jopra Show. We'll keep you up to date with the latest and greatest about what's coming up on the show, public appearances, and everything that is Jopra approved. Jopra approved.
Is that why you were here?
Every generation needs a voice, and on Mondays at 2 p.m. here on Alternative Talk 1150, Lewis Howard's show, Head of the House, is the voice for the 20s, 30s, and 40s. Head of the House brings education, insight, and information that brings health and healing to the challenges of managing your home, relationships, and your career. Tune in once, and you will be hooked. That's Head of the House every Monday at 2 p.m. here on Alternative Talk 1150.
For the people, by the people. Alternative Talk, 1150 AM.
Hey, you're here with Jake Director with Strideline, the new crew. You're listening to the Jopra Show on Alternative Talk.
Welcome back to the Jopra Show. If you just joined us, we're having Seattle Mariner Day here at the Jopra Show, talking about the new improved, the pick-me-ups, the love affairs, the tequila, the tacos, everything you need at life at Safeco Field. It's happening today. But if we're going to talk food, and if we're going to talk drink, and if you haven't heard, there's an Edgar Cantina and the home run porch being built out there. And it's, man, Lisa, it's stunning.
Yeah, it was fun.
I'll be there. That
That's
could be
where
a
I'll
new
hang
home.
out. Yeah.
You know, because, they're going to put the new Jopra table out there so that I'll have my name on my own
Says
table.
Jopra's.
It says Jopra's been here. And so if we're going to talk food, you got to bring in the king.
Mm-hmm.
So, Seattle Mariners, they're big. He started the pen, and now he's on to more bigger things. And I had to call Ethan and bring in the king himself, Ethan Stowell. Welcome back to the Jopra Show.
Thank you.
How you doing, my man?
I'm doing great as always. I'm here with you.
I said, and the chicken truck, is it in play yet?
It's gonna be. We
Come
were
on.
just having a conversation about it. It's on its way.
Is it on its way?
It's on its
you
way.
can put it across the street from Safeco, get a double whammy.
It'll be right down there next to your table down there.
Right, I love it, man. I love it. I love it. So, Ethan, yesterday we were very blessed to be down there on Media Day, and Rebecca took great care of us about bringing us all the great snacks.
Yes,
so,
great.
tell me a little bit about the vision of, hey, they came to you, you're going to do a cantina. Here you go. Here you go, Ethan.
They let's not get carried away. It was definitely their idea. They call it the cantina. I call it the real reason they moved the fence in. So we have to create more seats for this meeting. It's fun. But yeah, no, it's just kind of expanding upon what the Mariners and Center Plate worked on with the pen, creating a great area for the fans to come and enjoy baseball. I know it's been a few years, but a few years, from what was it, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
So 3 years ago, we did the pen, and before that, you guys, I don't know if anybody remembers, was out there. It was an area that not a lot of fans went to. So there was this big change out there, and then it was realizing that it's just a really fun place for people to enjoy the ball game.
It's a great place,
and just expanding that, from the bar and then ripping off the roof, which was, I don't know whose idea was that. To rip the roof off.
Oh, of the cantina?
Yeah.
I don't really know what person in the organization,
whoever it is,
had the
they're very
exact
smart.
idea.
Go ahead and take credit for it.
No, I would never do it.
Sounds like it was Kevin.
Syracuse.
Yeah. But no, it was a great idea to kind of open that place up. The fan response out there is amazing. The areas that have been created for people to hang out and enjoy going to the ballpark is it has been a great shift. I mean, I go to ballparks all the time. So I'm a baseball lover. I really am. and you go to the Pen on a Friday, Saturday night. The place is it's like a party down there. People are loving it.
That's how it should be.
People are loving it, and it's great to see people walk around with smiles.
That's it. They get some good food. They got a great drink, and then Northwest Mex came aboard. Mr. Cantina
Northwest Mex.
Right.
So the idea of working with Edgar was doing some cuisine that's very true to him.
Mm-hmm.
And bringing in his line of mezcal. Zacatecana. So that was part of what started the whole thing off. And also, Edgar's awesome to have him back in the ballpark.
Right.
He's a cool guy. He's a great Mariner.
Right.
He's super into the fans. He's been great, great fun to work with. And he's exactly what makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
So that kind of thing was actually a really easy process. And then going in there as far as the Northwest Mex part, was saying, okay, what are the fans going to want to see? And have them see street tacos makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They love them. They're nice and portable. They're very ballpark friendly and readily available and recognizable for people. And then the Northwest part is kind of what the Mariners and Center Plate and I have been working on is making the products at the ballpark, not just generic products, have them be from farms and sourcing out here in the Northwest.
Sure.
So people are feeling like they're getting a better product, and it's parents are feeling that it's okay to give their kids ballpark food because it's natural, and we're actually working with the same products that we serve at our restaurants.
Right.
So
that's
the Northwest part. We're not you're not gonna have smoked salmon tacos anytime soon.
No smoked
salmon. You're not gonna do that.
No fried oysters.
Fried oysters. We got that.
Okay.
But not on a taco.
All right. All right. And speaking of taco, beef tongue.
Beef tongue, yeah, that was pretty cool. The Mariners let us do it.
I like it.
It was pretty cool.
Put some hot sauce on that. Mm.
Yeah, I think it was an idea thrown out there, and the Mariners were like, "Yeah, man, go for it, man. We want to keep this stuff real, so do it."
Yeah,
and we'll see. I think at the beginning, there's gonna be people, a little bit of the novelty thing of ordering it for their buddy. Hey, we got you some beef tongue tacos, and then I think people are gonna taste them and they're gonna really enjoy them, and it's gonna be a hot seller.
Nice, and I like the play. It's a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
Beef tongue. I mean, Rebecca loved it when she heard about the beef tongue. Huh, Rebecca?
It's very authentic.
All right.
Yeah.
All from the players from the other team going to come up to the cantina and get a little beef tongue?
Good. Their bullpen's right there.
Right there, right?
It's right there.
Oh, man, I can see it. Kev calling up. I need 12 beef tongues.
Did you have some yesterday?
No, I had one. She took the other one.
Did you like it, Lisa?
I love it.
I did.
I loved it.
But I like everything. Point out at me like it was a bad thing.
And so also we got to try some good stuff yesterday. One thing I really enjoyed was the sandwiches. I loved the sandwiches. I mean, they were fresh. You could really taste the meats, and I love the sandwiches.
Yeah, the tortas are something we've been doing for a while, and they're a big fan favorite. And people that are that have had them are super loyal to them, and that's just what they have at the ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
So last year it was beef, pork, and chicken, but the chicken was kind of braised and shredded. This year we went on to kind of mix it up, so we took chicken breast cutlets and floured egg and breadcrumb and did the Milanese style to them.
Right.
So it's a little bit nice. It's a nice torta. It's got avocado, crema, onions, refried beans on it, and then you got this nice little crunch of juicy chicken in the middle.
No, it was
pretty delicious.
It was a good sandwich.
Yeah.
It was a good sandwich. I mean, and if you're going to talk all this Mexican food, you're going to talk in cantina, you got to talk about a drink. Because, we're old school. What? I need something cold.
Refreshing.
I need some refreshing.
Yeah.
And Jopra gets thirsty out there. So, I saw that, hey, we're going to talk about Edgar, his new tequila. You need to have a cocktail. You had to bring in a mixologist. But
right.
not just any mixologist.
Yeah, we brought in a new from Rob Roy.
The queen right now,
so
a mixologist.
She's pretty much is. So that's great.
She is tearing it up.
Yeah, I mean, she's been around for a little while, and she's just done a great job of running a really good bar program.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it sounds easy, but when you're talking about craft cocktails, when you want to have the correct mix of style and decor and comfort and service, and then also touching on all the appropriate liquors in the back, and having having not just drinks but the correct drinks.
Right.
She's doing it. Yeah, she's doing it, and she's great. She's a business owner herself, and that's great to see. So it was awesome to have her come in.
Well, and I think it's a great combo. I mean, this is going to be a good play, and I think that the crowd is really going to get into it. They're going to be having some beef tongue and then having the 312, the batting average of my man
right.
Edgar. Because anytime you got tequila and Campari, I'm in the game.
Mezcal.
Or the mezcal.
It's mezcal.
Mezcal and Campari, I'm in the game. So
You are a Campari guy.
I love Campari. Yeah. I'm old school. 62. So, I mean, what's going through that? I mean, are there going to be more seasonal cocktails coming through with the new? Are we going to start with this session? Is there another level that's going to go forward?
I think that, there's right now we're starting with this, seeing how actual real, legitimate craft cocktails are going to work in the stadium, and then we're going to see how that expands out. There's definitely plans. The ideal thing for me would be taking, separate different liquors. The next thing I'd love to see would be to see a nice bourbon bar. That'd be kind of cool.
Bourbon bar.
And a new could certainly do that. So
can I smoke a cigar?
Probably not.
Probably
not.
Sorry about
it. That's all right.
But maybe we can get you a sparkler.
No, I think that I think it's going to grow. Cocktails are really just it's part of the norm. And now you're going to go to stadiums, and you're paying this money, and it's just part of their shtick a little bit. And so I see it swinging that way. But the one thing I thought caught my eye, which was interesting about yesterday's program and where you guys going, is this whole health conscious side. I really like that you guys tapped that. I mean, Rebecca, your guys' thought, Kevin, when you guys brought up going, hey, what about the vegetarian side? Are we ever going to approach that? I mean, was there a lot of conversation about going vegetarian, going health? Because that's a big play now with the Seattle Mariners.
It is, and we've actually had those options available at the ballpark for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have gluten-free product because that's also a concern for a lot of folks. But one of the things that we wanted to do, and certainly Ethan can talk about this a little bit more, is that we wanted to make sure that we were providing enough options for folks, because that is a dietary option for many of the people who come out to the ballpark.
Right.
And so working with Rich Landau, who owns Veg Restaurant with his wife back in Philadelphia, he's one of the top vegetarian chefs in the country. And in fact, I think I heard someone say that most of the customers at his restaurant in Philadelphia are meat eaters.
Yep.
Yeah. So we worked with him on this new product, which is the Bao Choy, a little vegan dumpling that you can get. And it's up on the main concourse behind home plate around section 130, 132. And it's there where we have the field roast hot dogs, which is a local product, but it is a fantastic meatless option. And they have a lot of great toppings that they serve on their Franks. And they introduced a new chili cheese dog at the event yesterday. So that's
I had it. It was pretty damn good.
No, it's pretty darn good.
It was.
Yeah.
Right. I got home and I opened up my package of field roast and I got to work on one. I thought it was delicious.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I was surprised. They were like, "Oh, you got to try this," and the reps there, and I'm like, I don't know about that. And then I was like, they're standing there, like literally, if they weren't standing there, I wouldn't have eaten it.
Right.
And then I ate it, and I was like, oh wow, that's pretty good, and I finished the entire thing.
No,
I mean, actually, the field roast dog's the only thing because usually when you're working, you're talking to people, you don't want to find food in your teeth or anything like that. So I don't eat that much during the thing. But I had one bite of it, and I ate the entire dog. That's the whole thing. It's the only thing I ate the entire thing of.
Well, my boy Kevin would be down with that. He likes a good dog once in a while.
Yeah, I'll eat.
You'll eat.
Yeah, I'll eat anything.
That's true. And you're from the East Coast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But, I mean, I love the whole thing about the field roast. I do. I think that's a great move. I mean, knowing about street food carts, vegetarian dogs are great. People really get into them.
I think
they sauce them up very well.
I think the important thing to say is, obviously we're wanting to make vegetarians and vegans happy, but the important thing that we're doing is bringing in real product.
Right.
We're actually bringing in product that's, is it pork? Yes. Is it, pork shoulder that has a lot of fat in it? Yes, but it's actually real natural product.
Right.
It's not, it hasn't been frozen. It hasn't been pumped through, with a bunch of, growth hormones or anything like that. We're bringing in product that's, that's in its own right healthy just by the nature of how it's raised.
Right.
So, having Rich Landau involved, he's an awesome guy, and having him involved is great. But it's the overall theme. He's taking care of our vegetarian and vegan options, but overall we're going healthier.
Right. And Rich Landau is just no slouch either. I mean, people need to know this. I mean, he went to the James Beard people and made him a dinner back in 2009, a full vegetarian dinner. First ever. I mean, this guy's a big-time player, and it was really nice. Is he going to be down there for opening day?
I don't know. I know he's thinking about it. They were trying to get him to come out. I'm not sure. I know he's got a new cookbook coming out, so he's on some book tour stuff.
Right.
So hopefully he'll be down there Monday, but I don't think anything's set in stone yet.
Okay. If you guys see this guy, you got a great guy, really nice. And I know you'll be down there, so,
of course.
Right, having another field roast dog?
I got to branch out maybe a little bit.
Oh, yeah? Okay, all right. Is there going to be a favorite? What's going to be the big seller? What's going to be the one food component that everyone's going to be talking about the first week? What's people going to be Twittering about, Facebooking about?
Pork
Maybe it's a
rinds.
question to all three of you.
Pork rinds.
You know,
Chicharrones.
and you know about pork rinds. You know, us folks love our pork rinds, and you gotta have some hot sauce there.
Radio hosts like
Radio
pork
hosts,
rinds?
yes.
I was trying to figure out what-
They love. I mean, when I saw the pork rinds, I didn't say nothing. I just sort of looked over. I go, my eyes got big. I said, I better go get me some almonds with this.
Did you get after it?
I sure did. I was breaking them up. But is there going to be something that's going to be the big seller? I mean, is there? I mean, I like the pork rind thing. Is it going to be the beef tongue? I mean,
I think it's going to be the steak tacos. Carne
Yeah.
asada.
Yeah.
Carne
I mean,
asada. I think that's pretty
that's
accessible to
the-
everybody.
right.
And
Great
for
flavor.
Sure. Yeah.
What's the price point?
It's a good question.
I don't have my notes. I am not prepared.
$5.45.
$5.45. So my
There you
beers
go.
and beers $11.50.
$11.50 for a cold beer.
Okay.
Big beers though. Those beers, they had 24-ounce Pacificos. Yes, I got a straw. I'm going to go to work. I can't wait.
You know, in the,
That's like big gulp
Yeah,
size, right?
That's big gulp size.
It is.
in the pen, too, during pregame, $5 pints every game.
Right?
Yeah.
Happy hour.
And I saw
Awesome.
that in the pen area, you guys are going to, or in the cantina area, you're going to put up a net.
Yeah, that's for fan safety during pregame because you've seen it out there in the outfield. It can be a very social environment, and people aren't necessarily paying attention in batting practice
Sure.
to every guy's swing.
Yeah.
Right?
And those seats in the cantina are right there
They're
on
right
top
there.
of the wall.
Yeah, they're great seats.
And so if we're hanging out, talking,
Ding.
having a few margaritas,
Oh.
and the ball comes flying in there, it's coming in hot.
Right.
And so this is totally a fan safety thing. The net will go down. We're going to start off with the net going down based on other ballparks and similar types of settings. And people are more engaged during the game.
Sure, they're watching out.
But we'll see. I mean, it's something we're watching.
I was going to bring my mitt and everything.
Well, you'll catch it during the game,
right?
Yeah.
I really don't have a mitt. I'd have to
Oh,
borrow yours. But
okay.
yes.
You're
No,
going to get a home run ball in your pork rind.
Right. Dang, that'd be a good day. No, I like it. I mean, everything about the cantina and what they're doing, it's nice. And the porch, it's going to be a race. I think people are going to open up that stadium and just run right to the cantina. I got my
That's where
table.
I would go.
Yeah.
It's
Just
a
right
lot
away.
better than the other place. The other place was really dark. You'd get stuck in there.
The old
drinking.
bullpen,
Yeah,
yeah,
you get
pub.
stuck in there drinking
Yeah.
a long time.
You know, and that's an interesting point because when we built the ballpark in '99, we were all enamored with sort of the peekaboo view that you would
Yeah.
get. And obviously, from a seating design, it made a lot of sense to have seats there. And those were really popular seats, too. And unfortunately, we had to displace some fans there. But opening the roof, it was one of those aha moments when we saw it. Was like, why didn't we think of this when we opened the ballpark?
Yeah,
'Cause
especially
it's
when
so
you just
great.
walked in there and just like,
Yeah.
wow, you just like
Yeah.
you look across the fields and
Yeah, it's
Well, and
pretty
it's
spectacular.
yesterday was just a beautiful
Yeah.
day, and the place, the field's beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is.
Yeah.
It is.
It
Really,
is.
it is really a pretty ballpark.
It is
Yeah.
a really pretty ballpark. And the one thing I get from a lot of guests in the business is that from out of towners, that's what they talk about. Man, your stadium's beautiful. I mean, it's really beautiful. Well, let's go to break here real quick on the Jopra Show here. No Excuse Truth. We'll be right back at 2:45, Mark. We're going to talk with Ethan Stowell about a little fundraiser he's got coming up in a couple weeks. This is Joe Janot from the Jopra Show. We'll be right back.
Advertising on The Jopra Show is a great and affordable way to have people stand up and take notice of your business. When you advertise with Jopra, you reach an audience that's smart, savvy, and is receptive to your message. For more information, email Joe at joprashow@gmail.com. That's joprashow@gmail.com.
Having trouble picking up the Alternative Talk 1150 signal? Well, whether you live in Portugal or Puyallup, Tasmania or Tacoma, India or Issaquah, you can get Alternative Talk 1150 programming streamed live on your computer via our website, 1150kknw.com. It's true. Just visit 1150kknw.com and click on the Listen Live button. Make sure you have an audio player installed that will play streaming MP3 audio such as Winamp, iTunes, or current versions of Real Player or Windows Player. Visit our website for more details. Remember, that's 1150kknw.com.
For local news events and silliness, tune into Concerning Washington. We are committed to providing you with the most recent and interesting stories affecting the Pacific Northwest. CW Talk Radio brings you several sides of local news stories and a pretty unique sense of humor that'll start your weekend off right. Your hosts Tim, Lynn, and Anna, keeping you informed and entertained every Saturday at noon.
This week,
plant those seeds.
Concerning Washington, Saturday at noon.
Going against the grain has never been so much fun. Alternative Talk, 1150 a.m.
I'm Ken Johnson from Aha Toro Tequila. You're listening to The Jopra Show on Alternative Talk.
And here is Edgar for the second time around against Jack McDowell. Lined up, left field line, throw a base hit. Here comes Joy. Here is Junior to third base. They're going to wave him in. The throw to the plate will be late. The Mariners are going to play for the American League Championship. I don't believe it. It just continues. 5-0-5.
Here on the Jopra Show, it just continues. That's how we do it here, folks. Welcome back. Joe Janot in studio with the Seattle Mariner family and Ethan Stowell. You know, I tell you, there's so many great things happening down Safeco Field. Folks, you got to get down there. Opening day, I think there's a few tickets left. The next day, I mean, we got to participate, support, get out. And this team is 2-1. Not too bad, right, Kev? 2-1.
Yep. It's a good start.
It's a great start. They looked really good. They're producing runs early.
Yeah, the offense is definitely upgraded. There's no doubt about it. The additions of Morris and Morales have made a big difference. Having them in the middle of the lineup, it's just going to help the rest of the core young guys as well.
Right? This is Jack's year. Jack, yeah? This is Jack's year.
Jack Zarinsky?
Jack, we got a little pressure on Jack.
No. Jack's building this thing the right way. We're building it so when we get there, we stay there. And
for a while.
Not just and you know, that takes a little time. And,
it does.
And that's what's happened. But you can see the plan in place, and that's what's exciting. When you talk to real diehard baseball fans, that's what they get excited. They can see what's happening.
The progressions.
That's right. And you talk about the minor league talent. We've got some of the best arms in baseball just waiting in the wings.
Nice.
Whether you're talking about Taijuan Walker or James Paxton or Danny Holtzen.
They're right
those
there.
are three top-line arms, and pitching's hard to come by.
It's very hard.
But, you know, you get excited when you start talking about the plan that's in place and how it's working.
Right. And talking about arms, you got to talk about Felix, our boy.
Oh, yeah.
The backbone of the Mariners.
That was huge. To have him say he wants to be here, this is his town, this is where he wants to be.
Right.
We haven't had too many Seattle athletes say that. And,
not many stay.
This is terrific, and he's
going to be around for a while.
7 more years at least.
What, he'll be 26 when that contract's done?
Yeah, right.
Right?
When it's done.
25, something like that.
It'll be a little older than that.
I'm going to contact Felix about sponsoring the fireworks show, if that's okay with you guys. All right? So just see what we can do with that. And, let's not get away from it, Kev, while we're on the sports topic. I mean, for those who don't know, Kev is a very big basketball junkie, Syracuse alum. And, Kev, I just got to ask you, do your boys have a good shot at this whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, when you're one of the Final Four teams, you have a real good shot. I think
good shot, but
Louisville is the elite team in the Final Four, and Michigan and Syracuse are very similar teams.
Very similar. Do you see Syracuse getting out of the semifinals?
Yes.
Okay, so Syracuse versus
Louisville.
Right, and the score would be Louisville by 10?
Louisville over Syracuse?
Uh-huh.
No, if we get there, we're winning it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
All right, wasn't sure. Because the 2-3 is flexing right now.
Yeah, they're playing great.
Bayham's looking good.
Yeah.
Contract year's up.
Yeah, Jimmy, after the Big East tournament, wasn't very pleased with his team and had a couple of quotes that set some of the alum into an uproar. But
that's okay.
But it might have worked because it might have lit a spark under this team because they've been playing real good
winning
basketball.
solves everything. Right? As we all know around here, winning solves everything. Well, I'm excited for you. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
So we move forward. We talk about fundraising. We talk about people. We talk about hope. Well, Ethan's got a lot of those things happening right now. Ethan and his wife Angela are having their big Eat, Run, and Hope coming up here on April 14th down at Stewart Park. And Ethan, tell my people what's going on with this. This is a great event.
It is a great event. It's a lot of fun. It's Eat, Run, Hope. It's a fundraiser for the Fetal Health Foundation that Angela and I work on. The Fetal Health Foundation is an organization that just helps out people that are having problems with, when they're pregnant. If anything goes wrong, they're an organization that can really step in and help out and help people find the necessary places to go. So I mean, we have a personal connection to them, and it's something that we really wanted to get behind and make an event that would be around every year. So. Basically what we did was we called up all our friends, Mariners being one of them. They're part of it. Thank you very much again.
Right.
And we do a 5K run and walk and food pavilion. So it's a lot of fun. People come out there. It's a real family event. There's a lot of like bouncy castles. There's a 5K run and walk. People can go there. They can, they bring their kids. They hang out. There's, face painters and stuff like that there.
Fun.
And then it's, in all honesty, I mean, it's really all my friends in the restaurant industry that have all gotten together and decided they want to be part of it. And every year it's takes me about 3 minutes to round up the chefs for it because all the chefs are buddies of mine and they're super supportive and they're and they like being involved in what I consider to be the best food roundup each year.
That's amazing.
It is
a big list.
the best chefs in town. All getting together to hang out on a Sunday morning, cook food for kids and cook food for their colleagues and cook food for people that want to support a good cause. And like I said, it's the best group of chefs working together every year.
It's a good line of restaurants, too.
Yeah.
The families that normally couldn't go that you could go to.
Dots is there. Revel's there.
Canlis
is there.
Yeah.
El Corvo's there.
Yeah, they're all there.
They're all there.
Awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
KGPR's there. I mean, everybody's there.
That's
This
right.
is a big event.
It's a
Poquitos
great
is
event.
there.
Yep, they're there this year.
You know, maybe Jopra needs to go there.
You should come on
Jopra
down.
needs to go there.
I don't know why not.
Why don't you do a show from the event?
Oh, here we
There
go.
you go.
Live. I'll talk to Rebecca.
Hey, you guys
Okay,
can
but
do
we
this
can
on the
line that
road.
up.
Take the show on the road.
Take the show on the road. No, I think it's good, and I think everyone can participate. I know I'm coming down. I'm not going to run, but I'm going to be down there tasting food, making sure everything's okay. Doing my food testing.
Yeah.
And is there going to be fried chicken on the taste?
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think Josh Henderson from
The
Skillet is doing a fried chicken sandwich.
Oh, hold the
Oh,
bread.
boy. Oh,
Hold
boy.
the bread.
You
Don't
know
want
where
the added
I went there the
carbs.
other day. I went to Wandering Goose. Is going to be down there.
Right.
They're doing biscuit sandwiches. I went to her place for lunch the other day.
Right.
I love her place.
Had a fried chicken sandwich. Had
Right.
a fried chicken plate.
Right?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was legit.
Was it legit?
It was.
How does it compare to your fried chicken?
Oh, it's nothing.
Come on, man.
Nothing can compare to that. Are you kidding me?
Who's got better biscuits, you or her?
Oh, she got better biscuits.
All right. That's a good
I
call.
got better
Her biscuits are good.
Yeah, I don't make biscuits.
You don't
I
make
just
biscuits.
make fried chicken.
But when we had the fried chicken, you going to have some grits?
Me? No.
No.
I don't. I'm a purist.
Okay.
Fried chicken.
Fried
And plenty of it.
Plenty of it, just straight.
I mean, the thing about fried chicken is perfect. You know, you got your dairy, you got the buttermilk,
Right?
you got your starch in the crust,
Right.
You got the protein.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's all you need, right?
I'm waiting for the truck.
That's-
E.T.'s fried chicken truck.
Nothing sounds more safe than a bunch of fryers on wheels.
That's it, man.
So it should be happening anytime now. And I'm sure the insurance premiums are going to be real low.
Going right. Going right. You can have your own fireworks show if that thing went wrong. Right? Well, that's
Finally,
awesome.
Seattle will have the fireworks.
Finally. Next week on the Jopra Show, we'll be posting up all the places for you to go watch fireworks with your kids, since there'll be nothing going on the 4th, right? No, I think it's good. And Eat, Run, Hope is going to be awesome. You get some exercise. You can run. You can have a wine. It's going to be cold beer is going to be there.
Yep.
It's going to be a good thing. So keep that. We posted up on the Jopra Show Facebook, and also we head down our website, and we'll keep posting it all through the next couple weeks. And also you can find it on Ethan Stowell Restaurants.com.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things. You got to go do that. That's going to be a good one. You can run. I'll just walk.
I'll be in Cali.
You're going to be in Cali?
Yeah,
Well,
I'll be making sand castles.
I'll bring Eric.
I'll be in a real bathing suit
here
in
we
90-degree
go.
weather
Here we
at
go
a beach.
again. Well, that's awesome. Well, thanks, Ethan. Thanks for that.
Right,
well,
thank
folks,
you.
we're coming down the stretch here at the Jopra Show, and can't forget about what my girl Lisa's got going on this weekend. Lisa, talk to me.
So we have on Saturday, our friend Autumn Martin she's doing a little malt and cake thing at her place. She's for $40. You can go in. She's gonna demo 3 of her favorite recipes with ganache and a caramel sauce. You can get a book that she'll sign.
She's got a book out now, too?
She's got a book. It's called
does this
Malt
woman
Shakes.
sleep?
No.
She's got like Ethan Stowell antics, man.
She's
She
all
does
over.
Books, restaurants.
I know. It's crazy.
Cooking classes.
So, yep. And she can get a bag of her signature smoked chocolate chips.
Why is her molten chocolate not at Safeco Field? I mean, wouldn't that be like a no-brainer?
We're having conversations with.
Isn't that like a no-brainer?
We're going to try to make something happen there.
You know, it's either molten or beignets.
Beignets?
Beignets.
I thought you said
He's been,
beignets.
he's been on the beignet kick now for a couple.
I thought you said Bengay too.
I meant beignets.
I was like,
There's plenty of that in the clubhouse.
I think I'll opt for the chocolate cake. I don't know why, but
sometimes when you need a little freshen up, beignet it, right? What else you got for me today?
Tonight at the Saints, their 5th year anniversary, they have a happy hour all night with a mariachi band from 7 to 9.
Right.
And then Sunday starts restaurant week.
Oh,
so
man.
163 restaurants with 3-course prefix menus for $28.
Right.
And here's the one. I'm just going to put this out there,
Put it
people.
out there. Put it out
when
there,
you
Lisa.
go to Restaurant Week,
Right.
understand that you're swamping a restaurant. So be
Vintage.
patient.
Patience.
Be understanding. Don't ask for a bunch of subs. And remember to take care of your service staff.
Even if your service is bad.
That's them. They're there to help you. They're there to take care of you.
Break it down.
Just understand we all got to work together to do this. So
I like
if we
it.
want to keep this going on, be nice.
Right, because this is the last year of Restaurant Week. They're going to run out of money.
'Cause they go
and we're
into
going to
two.
finish that one off, too. Thank God we got Chris Hansen. He's rich. We have nothing to worry about. Well, folks, we're coming down the stretch of the Jopra Show. I wanted to thank Rebecca Hale from the Seattle Mariners, Kevin Martinez, the King of Fried Chicken, Ethan Stowell, Lisa Martin, Eric Ryder. I'm Joe Janot.
Thanks, Joe.
This is the Jopra Show, and I'm bringing back the fireworks. Last thing I do. Folks, have a great weekend. Enjoy the hot, sunny weather. Bye-bye.
This is a chance to dance your way out of your constrictions. How? Jill shook 'em. Here's a chance to dance our way out of our constriction. Gonna be freaking up and down the hang-up alleyway. With a groove I only got, we shall all be moved. Ready or not, here we come, getting down on the one which we believe in. Can I get it on my good foot?
Views expressed on the preceding program are those of the